What is going on, YouTube? How y'all doing this morning? Back again with another video. So today we are doing a rack and pinion on a Ford F-150 2015 3.5 liter EcoBoost. Ford likes to call it a steering gear, which I guess essentially it is that, but it is also called a rack and pinion. There are other videos on YouTube on how to center this rack and pinion. Not this one particularly, and that's why I'm making this video. They're on a lot older models, and I'm just going to kind of clear the air. I will be making another video, hopefully sometime today, of installing this rack and pinion. And on the 2015s, well, on a lot of the Ford trucks, you have to reprogram this steering gear, this rack and pinion. It is electronic, what they call EPS, electronic power steering gear. What we're going to do now is just simply make sure it is centered. You want to center a rack and pinion prior to installation. A lot of these manufacturers that make rack and pinions will tell you they come centered. Sometimes they do. You cannot really trust that. So we are going to center this one, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay guys, so this is actually a fairly simple process. And how we're going to do this, right now we are turned all the way to the right, which is okay. You need to be turned all the way one way when you start. You will need an adjustable wrench or something to grab the shaft going into the rack and pinion. This rack and pinion is from Rock Auto. Here is is the electronic module that is on it, and this is what's going to need programming when it's all done, but nothing is problematic right now. I mean, you can center it and not have to worry about any of this over here. This isn't going to matter. This will need to be programmed prior to installing, after you install it on the truck. You can install the rack and pinion on the truck, then program it, but you need to retrieve the data, and we will go over that later in another video when we do the install video. So, like I said, we are all the way to the right now. Now we're going to turn it all the way to the left. Now when you turn it all the way to the left, you're going to notice that the left side of the rack and pinion is going to suck in. It's because it's extending that far right side of the rack. So here we go. And you know what? I'm not even counting my revolutions. I need to be counting. So we're going to stop right there. Let's get a flat. Let's get a good. Okay. So our wrench is straight up. Now let's go all the way back to the right, and this time we're going to count. So our wrench is straight up. 1, 2, 3, 3 and about 1/4, it looks like. So 1 second, let me do some simple math here. Okay guys, so 3 1/4 is what we got. And we're going to go to our calculator here and clear out anything if you got it. So we're going to go 3.25, 3 1/4 divided by 2. And that equals 1.62. So that's about how many revolutions you need to go back the other way so that you have a centered rack. And I'll show you briefly how to do it. So right now, we are all the way to the right? Yes. So we're starting off here. We're parallel with the floor pretty much. We're going to go back. There's 1 and about 0.6. So we're going to go I want to say that's about it right there. Another way you can kind of guesstimate, if you will, is look at your ends. Do they look about the same? As you will notice, you probably can't see it here in the video. There is a notch right here in the shaft going in. So that being said, guys, you're gonna when you go to install this, you're gonna have a little bit of a better idea on how to keep it straight, keep it aligned, and what's what's centered and what's not. You know, obviously when you go to install this rack and pinion and if you're way off, you should have a good idea. Excuse me. So yeah, that is how you do it. Like I said a little earlier, we will be doing I will be doing a video on the installation of this rack and pinion. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys, you know, as far as the steering gear itself goes, you know, the centering of it is it's pretty much the same. There's a lot of videos on YouTube on how to, you know, center a rack, but for anyone who may wonder, does an electronic power steering rack, is it the same way? Yes, it is. You do not have to worry about anything else. You know, this will all be covered in the next video when we do the install. Like I said, you will have to reprogram it. You will have to retrieve the data from the old one prior to removing it. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching, and I will keep you guys updated on that next one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.